right. Just a minute late here, but we are here. Very good, very good. All right, Ben Iron Bins, what's going on, sir? Glad to have you here. Just oh my word, the emojis, man. Yeah, glad to have you guys here. For those gonna join us shortly, maybe. Yeah, how are things going? How's business going for you guys? If you're watching the playback, at least up to this point, let us know. Comment below. We'll chit chat in the playback comments as well. But yeah, glad to have you guys here. August. So I'm thrilled about it. I have had an insane August. I've been talking about it the last couple live streams. It's been awesome. There's a little story that kind of came up this last week or so. I was going to share, and yeah, it's been interesting for the month so far. Let me know what's been going on here for you guys so far for this month. We've got what, 3-4 days left? Okay, 4 more days left in the month. Where am I at here? So last year August was one of, I believe, 2 months that I went above gross numbers, that I went above 20,000. So it's not obviously take-home pay. It's not money in my bank. I'm not saying $20,000 is sitting in my bank account. Obviously, not. That is top line. But I had 46 dumpsters with that. Had quite a bit of fuel travel fee within all that. But this August, I'm sitting at 51 dumpsters. Not as much of a travel fee. And I've given a little bit more of a discount with different things that I've been working with people. But we are rolling. Over 50 dumpsters. The highest month I've ever had was 66, and that was largely because of one project. It was like 33 that overlapped 2 different months, but this was a major part of it on that particular month. So anyways, being able to see, higher highs, higher lows, ideally the bottom, and in any business, it's good to see. So definitely excited about that. We got Fender Shredder. What's going on? Hey, Daniel. Alex here. Loved repairing your dumpsters. Hope business is good. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. So I'm assuming, what I had like 3, my 10 yard, my 10 yards. I had like 3 holes, 2 holes, something like that. Using the 10-yard cans for the concrete loads and stuff. Those have seen better days, but they're holding up. They're holding up, man. I appreciate the help, man. Absolutely. Let's see. Blake, what's going on? Good. Just trying to manage my full-time job and junk removal business, dude. Anybody, I'll just say, I don't know. Everybody's got an opinion. Not everybody has the absolute truth, I guess. There's so many things that are subjective. Anybody, if I can get it out, anybody who's actively maintaining a full-time job and trying to run any other business, especially a business that is labor intensive. I mean, a junk removal company not doing more dumpsters and letting the dumpsters do the work, for you. That's huge. That's absolutely huge. So props to you, man, Blake. It's a grind. I thought about talking a little bit more about it, but you can see some of my videos way back. But earlier on, I was actively in RV transport. Still, I mean, full time for what I was doing. I was doing 2 loads a week, roughly 400 miles, one direction. So double that. Doing that twice a week. So roughly 15 to 1,800 miles. Not 1,800, less than that. But round trip. In the morning, I go drop off, at the time, just a dump trailer. I then go up to Goshen, pick up a camper, bring it back home. That's 5 hours, 45 minutes. If I do it right. And then, the next day, go dump that dump trailer, because I was doing 1-day rentals. Go dump the dump trailer, go back, hook up to the RV, to the camper, then travel to St. Louis. That's 4 hours and 45 minutes from me. Almost exactly 300 miles. Drop off the camper, drive all the way home. 600 miles round trip. It's 9 hours and, roughly 30 minutes, somewhere in there. And it was just insane. And I did that twice a week for months and months, and I think the first 2 years. It was madness. If I didn't have a dumpster or didn't have a dump trailer, I was doing campers. I was on the phone talking to customers. Hey, yeah, tomorrow, do you have a dumpster available? Yeah, I've got a 15-yard dump trailer available tomorrow. Meanwhile, I'm 400 miles away. I'm however many miles away. And if anything happens to my pickup truck, at the time I didn't have a backup. I didn't know if any of my buddies with trucks could even help me on any given day. If my truck goes down on the side of the road, wheel hub assembly, U-joints, ball joint, if anything happened, I'm toast. That pressure of running a business and doing your day job is insane. I mean, it is absolutely 2 full jobs plus some. I mean, it's wild. So definitely feel the squeeze, man. That squeeze of just you're trying to be in 2 places at once, and sometimes that might not work. And but you still make it work somehow, man. Let's see. American AF, what's going on, sir? Yo. Business is popping over here. Slowing down a bit since school started, but I'm expecting it to come back full force soon till the holidays. Yeah. This final push, basically, till the end of the year, clean, pushing out, fall clean out, with the temperatures, I mean, hopefully, and also not, starting to dip just a little bit, not as roasting as it has been, maybe. It's people have, soon enough are going to go, oh, I better get this stuff done that I didn't do the first, several months, of decent months to do projects, for, residential, and, they're going to feel the squeeze too. So we've got to finish the year strong. We've got to make it happen. I'm with you. The only reason why I feel a little bit more, just being completely honest, this month having, I think, 12 dumpsters with ServPro has just been delicious. I think we're going to be doing another one tomorrow, and that's a significant piece of the pie for me, for pushing. It was already going to be a pretty solid month, but 51 dumpsters for me, and I'm not a guy with 100 cans, 500 cans. I've got 6 dumpsters, and I'm just nailing it. It's just turning them as fast as I can, making it happen, being able to find, thankfully, these customers who are just turning them, and we're rolling with that. So, anyways, yeah. Blake, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, I watched the video of you hauling the concrete uphill. Yeah. Little sketch. Little sketchy, man. That was not fun. Not fun at all. Yes, what you're describing is my life. I feel like I live a double life. Dude, I'm telling you, if you're a business owner, you have to. I mean, unless you got money from somebody else who just dropped it into your account, everybody started at zero, and you got to find a way to make it happen. Um, I mean, that double life, dude, you are not joking. Oh my gosh. I literally leave my desk to take customer calls while they have no idea I'm at a desk or sitting in a meeting on a call. It's weird sometimes. Man, it's one of those things where you, you know, you're trying to maintain what you're doing, but you're also like, you're playing defense as you're playing offense. You're trying to get that one more customer. You're trying to close one more dumpster over the phone. Whatever it is, junk removal jobs, clean out things. You're on the phone for. Well, at the beginning, the phone was not ringing. To be honest, when I first started this, and more, it is. I don't know. It's sometimes I catch myself almost a little irritated. Man, I'm already on the phone with one customer and somebody else called me like, whoa. This is what you want. This is the good stuff. Like, you want the phone to ring and, okay, thank you, sir. Okay, all right, thank you. Hello, this is Daniel with Albert Dumpster Rentals. How can I help you? Just going at it. And that is absolutely how it goes, man. Meanwhile, I love it. Dude, if oh my gosh. The video I just posted, I believe this morning, I don't know if everybody agrees with it or maybe took it too literal and they actually think that I think that it takes 30 years to get to a place where you have been successful. I hope people understand. That's not what I mean. So far, nobody in the comments has said anything like that. But I'm just imagining, like, this guy really thinks it takes 30 years to have it might not take 30 years. I'm saying I'm including the last 10 years of just being in business, having some experience. The wheels are turning, and in my opinion, 10, 15, 20 years. Not as in I'm able to get to a certain number of cans or a certain gross number or net number, but being in a place where I've been able to conquer some major hills and to look back and see a long history of being able to overcome different obstacles, different things in business, and have a better head on my shoulders at that point. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So. Anyways, let me know if you guys did happen to see my video that I posted earlier today. Let me know what your thoughts are. Was it stupid? Would you not have said 30 years? I don't know. I'm just curious what people are thinking on that. Steven, what is going on, sir? Glad to have you here. Fortress Dumpsters in Michigan. Little slow last week. Normal back to school. Slow down. Gotcha. Yep. Definitely being a thing. I've had more, I would say, calls for people who passed away, somebody who's moving, more than seemingly a family with kids who are trying to clean the garage or trying to do this or that. Definitely a thing. That's a little bit of a shift at this time. So I kind of did it in RV Transport on my other channel back when I was in that different industry. But being able to the best degree we can, kind of have a schedule of what holidays do you actually have a bump up in customers calling and scrambling and just every dumpster sold out and you're just like, just exhausted, or other holidays that it's just completely dead. Like, just nobody. And of course, across the country, it may look different from Indiana to Texas to Florida, California, all over the place. It could be completely different. But what I'm kind of wanting to maybe put that together a little bit. And for me, maybe to share what my results have been on certain holidays or not. And just look over the last several years, what has been a thing and what hasn't. as far as holidays go, or certain rushes that people, we have. Oh, it's almost like a fast food line. If you sit in a parking lot, look at a McDonald's, there might be no cars in the drive-through for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. I don't know. I don't do that. I used to do that when I was at truck stops, and I'm just sitting there, waiting out my 10 hours, about to leave, and then all of a sudden 5 cars pull in there, and now there's a line, and now there's a rush. Inside they're making the food, and it's like, now how did that even happen? But there is somewhat of a rhyme or reason for our industry, maybe a little bit different than people preparing food. So, yeah, man. Blessing having a business. Yes, absolutely. Yes, yeah. It's one of those things. If you don't love it, the default setting is you will hate it. And the truth is, there's some people who it isn't worth it, and it's not that they're a lesser of a person or anything like that. Like, perfectly fine. And like we have to have employees. We have to have. I mean, I was an independent contractor. I have not been an employee for about 10 years, something like that. And I can't really imagine going back to a place where I'm an employee. I don't know if I can do it. I really don't. So anyways, interesting stuff. Ryan, what's going on? Yo, just stop by, say what's up from sunny South Florida. What is going on, sir? Glad to have you here. I'm assuming it's even hotter down there for you guys. Stay hydrated. I mean, I got cooked today when I wasn't in the truck. But man, I got that AC swapped out on the roll-off truck, and I'm just I'm not sweating while I'm going down the road. I'm like, is this even real? Is this legal? I can just have AC in my truck? Like, besides being frustrated with myself, Daniel, why didn't you do this earlier? I'm also just thinking, like, this feels like half the work. I feel like this is a half day, and it's like 6 o'clock at night, and I just finished. This is way too easy. So I don't know. That's interesting stuff. Is it Andres? I'm sure I'm not saying that right. Andres the tradesman. What's going on? What's up, everybody? Hey, glad to have you here. Thank you for joining us here. I'm just catching up here to the comments. I was going to, for what it's worth, throw out a question. And it's kind of a general one, just curious to get some thoughts. Let me click the right button. Boom. Here we go. On the bottom here, got a little question for you guys. What's one tool you couldn't live without in your business? This is kind of broad. This could be a physical tool. This could be an online tool. What's something that has been able to help either propel your business forward? What's something that has made your life easier? There's a lot of things it could be, but just generally throwing it out there. What is something that has been that thing that has made your life or your business that much better because of it? Feel free to shout it out in the comments below. I'll share mine after maybe a couple of them, but yeah, I obviously you could say anything just about, but a battery. Oh, here we go. A battery operated AirPod. There you go. Man, yeah. Being able to, well, I mean, shoot, if you're doing junk removal and you're just grinding it out and you're simply just trying to get through this project, get things moved, get things completed, it's absolutely going to be one of those things where it's like, dude, sometimes you need music. Sometimes you need to be able to work through stuff. Ultimately, like, double down on that. I listen to podcasts. I'll listen to other YouTube videos from other creators and stuff. Of course, music and whatnot. But like, while you're doing the work, getting paid, learn something, grow in another area somewhere in your business somehow. There's all free information out there. Double down and use that as compounding interest going forward with your business. Being able to do that. I think, there is something to say about actually having quiet time. But there's other times where it's very valuable. Use that time and level up. Listen to something that's challenging to you. CJ's dumpster rental. What's going on? They put a phone. Okay, so your phone is definitely a tool. Honestly, having my phone, I've thought about it several times before. If I didn't have my phone, if my phone was not able to be used in my business, would I still have a business? I don't have flyers on every street corner. I don't have the signs. I do have door hangers. I'm still somewhat, honestly, not as much as I should be, putting them out there sometimes. If your phone isn't working, if that tool is not being utilized, you're probably hurting. This in this age, everything's online, and we've got to have our phones ready to roll. Like it or not, love it or hate it, it's a must. It's got to happen. That's the efficiency of the business, oftentimes. Connections and networking, dude. Maybe not what you know, but who you know. Absolutely. Ryan, I'm going to go ahead and piggyback off of this thought here, the networking. So my wife is involved in a workout gym. They have like a monthly get-together for all the people, all the different classes. They get together. I came with her to this event. Now, granted, it was tacos. So I'm just saying, I had to come and help. I had to make sure no tacos left behind. I'm there to support the taco relief mission. So went to this networking for the gym people, and I'm sitting there. I don't know anybody but my wife. And long story short, one of the guys there, he's a part of the gym, but his wife, I think, is like more active in it than him. We got to talking, and another guy as well. They asked me, "Oh, what do you do?" And I said, "I own a dumpster rental business." And they're like, "Oh, really? Okay. How long have you been in business? What have you done? How do you like doing it?" Just a ton of questions. They're really interested. I'm like, "Okay, cool." At the end of the whole thing, one of the guys whispered to me kind of weirdly, he was like, "Do you know who that was?" No, I've never met him in my life. I'm thinking just like you, dude. I don't know. I gave him my card, my information stuff, but he was like, he owns a major manufacturing company in our area. I think he's going to use you. I think he was pricing you out and getting this figured out. He wants to utilize you. I'm like, I was just eating tacos, but that's cool too. Let's network, double down, and shoot your shot. I wasn't trying to sell anybody anything. I didn't know who he was. My wife was talking to people, so I'm just gonna sit there and chat with other people too. The more the merrier, man. Let's go. Connections and networking, absolutely. Blake, my health, dump trailer, dolly, sawzall, and a helper. Oh man, that's a pretty deadly list right there, man. Absolutely. Andrews, the tradesman, pump. Okay. It's supposed to be an air pump. Okay, absolutely on that too. Flat tires, 100%. Steven, DRS, man, I'm kind of with you. That honestly, that's definitely one of mine. I use DRS. I really haven't talked about it much on my channel. Now that I've used it quite a bit, I am going to be sharing a little bit more in the future at times, more about DRS, just because I feel like I do have a pretty well-rounded experience with it. But absolutely, man. If also, besides just the phone, having DRS, having my schedule, having my inventory, having those reminders that sent out to my customers, high level that's connected with it, my CRM, it's a killer. It really is. It's been a huge help to my business. Before I used DRS, I was using Work Ease, and at the time it was more just labor types of jobs, really more of a junk removal, not having an inventory, a schedule type of situation like that. I think it was more of in its infancy stage. I think they've definitely changed a lot since I used that, but huge help DRS has been for me in my business. I would not be where I'm at now, which doesn't mean I've arrived or conquered the world or anything, but I wouldn't even be where I'm at now without DRS and what they have. Just, I don't have to have 3 other people doing work for me. DRS has been able to help plug holes and do things that I don't have to do. Been a huge help. Battery air pump flats at a landfill is no fun, dude. That's serious. Yeah. What I have done, well, everybody's got their own tools and what makes sense and what works. I've got, honestly, back in the day when I was doing more dump trailers more regularly, I had my floor jack. I would just put in the bed of one of my trucks, and then I've got my electric drill to be able to get the nuts off and be able to swap that tire pretty fast and live to fight another day. Don't deal with the flat on the side of the road or in harm's way. Just keep on trucking with that spare tire and keep it going. Hopefully it can be plugged at the tire shop or something. But yeah, I definitely feel that. Dude, just not trying to manually get the lugs off is just, oh man. I think I did that maybe once on the dump trailer, and I'm like, no. I think it's like an 18 millimeter or something socket for those nuts on the big techs, and that might be wrong, but just crazy what we can turn a 30-minute job into a less than 10. I mean, very quickly, very easily. Jack of all trades, what's going on, sir? Glad I'm here. What's up, everybody? Jack of all trades, question to you: what's one tool you couldn't live without in your business? Obviously, there's many that all of us are going to have. They're going to be different, but just curious, what's one thing for you and made your business, your life, your back, your whatever that much better and not just traumatized, I guess. Yes, sir. I feel like I got every tool on the truck. I can swap a tire in less than 3 minutes. Dude, let's go. I'm just saying, that is a huge thing. The speed. I've really, back in the day in RV transport, the speed at which you can fix a problem, the faster the better. But if you pay somebody else to do something, it may take a lot longer. But if you had done it yourself and just made it happen right then and there, you might have been able to already be making more money, pay for the repair. You did it faster than somebody else would have if you had the right tools, and already be rolling. That's a huge thing in any business. Do you do it yourself? Do you have somebody else come and do it? What's the value? The time, your money, your time sitting there on the side of the road. Well, I don't know. I have to have somebody come get this, or there's a huge balancing act. Maxco, the one tool I always have with me. Check your phone. Okay, he texted me. Let's see. No, bro. I can't. I really can't. Oh, my word. Joe, you are you're a wild man. I'm sorry. I need Jesus. Dude, we all do. I'm just telling you right now. For real. Um, dear. Man. Anything else besides that, Joe? Oh my word. Jeez. I'll say this. And this is again, this is not the best tool to have that beats all the others. Something that I really appreciate, and honestly, I think it has impressed customers. I think it's given me to some level. I don't know so when I'm backing up to a dumpster, I don't know whether you have people who have dump trailers, people who have the roll off trailers, and then also an actual truck. On the truck that I've got, I have 2 backup cameras. They're both wireless. They go to the same hub. That the screen essentially, I can have up to 4 cameras. And it records all 4 cameras at the same time. Excuse me. So, with that, he said, in all seriousness, 2 jacks, bottle jack, and floor jack. I mean, if you know, you know. That is huge. Okay, I'm gonna get to the comments in a second, Matt. But when I'm backing up, I've got that monitor in my truck, and you maybe have seen it in some of my videos. And I've got 2 images. I've got camera 1, camera 2, and I can see camera 1 is up in the middle of the rail where the dumpster can't hit it, obviously, aiming down. So when I have the dumpster on the truck, you see the bottom of the dumpster, you see cobwebs, you see dirt, whatever. That's not what that's for while it's on the truck. But I can see, basically aiming down, I can see my dumpster as I'm backing up to approach it. Or, dropping off a dumpster. My second camera is close to my license plate by the would-be hitch, but I couldn't use it now because of my rails, aiming slightly down as well. So basically between those 2 cameras, I can see my bottom rails. Now I could turn around and look and, break my neck every time. Oh man. Speaking of, my back's been jacked up for a little bit and I cannot get relief. I got to go to the chiropractor. But when I back up to dumpsters, I can get my rails so on the first try, and I'm not having to go super duper slow. And obviously, the more and more you have especially with a truck and not just a trailer, it gets simpler and simpler. Like knowing the angle of the dumpster by looking at your side mirrors, that alone can get you dialed in pretty good. But with that camera and my 2 mirrors together, I can see exactly my rails lining up to go to my rollers. And I know my rollers are lined up for the rails perfectly on the first time without smashing into the rails, without scooting the dumpster, without anything, dialed in. And I can see the height of the rails as well for the most part. So I'm not, depending on the angle of the road and the driveway or however that is, I'm not digging my rails into the ground as I'm backing up to it. I can keep them just off the ground enough to get lined up for those rollers and all the other stuff with that. So to me, that is a tool. And honestly, after I do that and I jump out of the truck and I walk over, the customer's there, maybe I'm picking it up, or maybe I just dropped it off and I'm now, about to pull forward, whatever. The people who are there watching me, there's always somebody watching you. When I walk over there, they're oftentimes like, whoa. That was a little too smooth. And I'm just like, they think I'm I got eyes in the back of my head. Well, I kind of do. I got two of them back there, and I look like I'm Mr. Slick. I mean, it's just, I mean, I'm about to be Mr. Slick up here, but I'm really Mr. Slick, looking like I've done this 3 million times blindfolded. So anyways, that's my thought. That's one of my tools. I think that has given me more authority in the eyes of some of my customers, seeing me look like the dream professional. And I'm cheating with my mirrors and my camera. I know exactly where I'm at, and it really rarely ever happens where something catches me off guard, or I'm going too fast, or something happens like that. So that's been a huge help for me. I potentially, like I said, I could have 4 cameras. I may do that. I'll be putting on a tarp system to that truck. Hopefully, the sooner the better. And I'll probably have some cameras up on the cab or on the bracket there, looking backwards, so I can also now have a recorded video feed looking back. Possibly, just depends on the actual tarp on the dumpster, to see if something were to fly out somehow, inevitably. Paper bags, different things. Hopefully, nothing actually heavy with weight, to where I could actually catch that in, or maybe if somebody says something did happen, I say, well, I'm looking at the footage and I see nothing. It's one more thing to be able to have, credibility, liability covered, all those kind of things. So, cameras are huge, man. Matt says, started growing a beard 9 months ago. How many years did it take to get that length? Matt, my beard was an inch long back in, well, that's what I used, the trimmer that I used. I did the whole way around, just 1 inch or whatever the little attachment to my regular electric razor thing. I think that's 1 inch. That was in February. The last time I trimmed it up was right before, I think, the Lone Star Dumpster Showcase. That's the last time I used it. Now, I've trimmed the sides because it goes, kind of crazy on the sides. But, I mean, I could, if I use some beard oil, this probably would look a little longer, honestly. But, I don't know. It's kind of crazy today. I do have to comb it quite a bit to make it work. But anyways, yeah, you didn't tune in to watch a man comb his beard. Let's see. Maxco, many times I can't get my 20-ton under the axle on a flat, but the floor jack can get the ball rolling, and I finish with a bottle jack. Yeah. What is it? Low profile floor jacks. I got one from like O'Reilly's or something, like a 2 or 3 ton. I then got one from like the cheapest one at Harbor Freight. Man, I used and abused that thing, and it died. I mean, I murdered it. It was in the rain. It got, not corroded, but it got rusted out in lots of places, and it ultimately lost its pressure, and it died. But I need to go buy another one. I'm kind of dreading it because I'm not going to cheap out again. I'm buying top of the line. I'm going to baby the junk out of it, and I know it ain't going to be cheap, but I got to get a new one. Todd, what is going on, sir? This is a buddy, a fellow RV transporter, who is switching to, or not switching, but who's coming across to this channel over here. Wow, I am allowed in the special live for the Oscars of the world. I mean, he's not dramatic at all, but I still do live streams on my other channel, and Todd is, I don't know. He's an absolute wild man. He's also like 20 foot tall. So, I mean, I'm just kind of looking up to him in all the ways. But, oh, my word. Glad to have you here, sir. Jack, Jack of all trades, what app are you using for lives? This right here is StreamYard. I know there's many other ones. There might even be better ones. I don't know. I made this little overlay, and well, this is right here. This stuff, the banner going by and being able to highlight comments and stuff. That's just a part of StreamYard, but I made the little overlay up above here. And there's lots of other things you can do. You can have a guest on if you wanted. You can share your screen. You can do a bunch of stuff. I don't know if you're asking that if you're going to start doing that, but StreamYard's one of them, but there's other ones out there. So look around, check it out. If you plan on doing some live streams and you want to do some of this extra stuff. Andrew's Jack of all trades. I watch all your videos. Hey, there you go, man. Heck yeah. American AF, my headset. There you go. Honestly, I mean, I'm charging it right now. This battery has been incredible. I don't know, 2 full days of talking on the phone to my homies, and you know, just talking it up for hours and hours. There's times where I bet I talk, or sometimes even just listen to music, maybe, or listen to a podcast, somebody talking to me. It's just when in one ear, I can still hear my left, you know, being safe about that. But lots of times where, especially, I'll say this, if you're in a louder truck or loud things are happening, getting a headset that's going to have the noise canceling, crazy, you know, there's times where I'm at the transfer station and obviously there's beeping, there's crashing, there's smashing, I mean, just crazy stuff. And I'll be talking to a customer going, hello, this is Daniel with Helper Dumpster Rentals. How can I help you? And I'm like, can they hear that? And, you know, there's been times I've even asked, like, sorry, it was a little hard to hear you. Can you hear me? Do you hear any background noise? And I'm like, no, it's perfectly fine. That's no problem. I'll say what I was going to say. And I'm like, like, they don't even know, like, the dude who's driving the dumpster, the dude, you know, the truck, the dude who's taking the order, I'm doing everything and they don't even know it. And I'm like, that's pretty legit. Pretty legit. The old salute. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I need to use that. Man, it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. What's some other things you can have? They're called like tickers or whatever. So I can take that off, put it back on. I can put anything I want really down there. I can have it to where it's like a stationary thing. So it's not like going across like a news organization or something. You can put, like, that's my logo for my other channel. Where is it at? What am I doing? Right there. I can take that off. StreamYard, that's their logo, whatever it is, up here. The overlay, boom. I mean, it's pretty neat. So, there's other things you can do with it, but, yeah, unfortunately, the only thing you can't really use, that you might be able to use, if you just did a regular YouTube stream, polls. I like doing polls, and you guys can vote for different things, and I can get feedback more directly by you just tapping, you know, A, B, C, D, whatever. And I can't do that with StreamYard like you can completely just on YouTube, a regular stream. So, for whatever that's worth. Better send Jack your affiliate link. Yeah. If there is one, maybe I can send it to you, but I don't know. So cool how you can do that. I used YouTube the first time and it was a flop. Dude, I'm right there with you. Live streaming is not for the faint of heart. You can look like a total idiot, a total fool. And I'm probably still doing that right now, but, it's pretty neat trying to figure out little things along the way, but Yeah, you can have multiple guests. You can hide. Watch this. Hide my screen. You can have multiple cameras looking at you. Just kind of crazy. So pretty neat to do that. But we're just hanging out here. It's the Dumpster Hangout. We're talking trash. We're trying to encourage each other here. So all good, all good. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay, cool. I'm caught up. Well, guys, we're at 45 minutes. I'm down to hang out more with you. If you guys have any questions or want to chit chat or something that maybe has come up this week for you and your business, if there's a problem, we can brainstorm together. I'm down to, I say down to clown, but yeah, would love to chit chat more with you. If not, we can hop off here. It's all good. But yeah, just wanted to throw out the question here. Just brainstorm, get some ideas. There's things in our businesses that, for us, it may seem like, oh, this is the obvious thing of what you would do. But for other people, that might not be the thing. That might not be relevant or helpful, or they never even considered it before. And so it's pretty neat to be able to, stuff that you just, oh yeah, I guess I do that. That could help my business, and we're sparking light bulbs. So, Adam, what's going on, sir? Glad to have you here. I finally sat down and made it here. Oh man. Well, we'll be here for a little bit longer if you guys want to. If you guys wanna do some chit chat in the comments here, but Adam, can I ask you, what's one tool you couldn't live without in your business? Something that it makes your life that much easier or helps you do more in your business. There's a million things out there that it could be, but just curious, what would that be for you in your business? Let's see. I'll share some stuff that hasn't come out yet on the channel. I guess I just got. Let's see, a few days ago at least. I got a magnet roller, if that's the right way to say it, if that's the name. It's 3 feet wide. It's a little bit too wide actually, but it's 3 feet wide. It's like 4 inches by 4 inches by like 5 inches or something like that. And this thing is a beast. I in the video I kind of showed me doing it, but it picked up so many nails, bolts, screws, nuts. I mean, just like anything metal at all. I just walked back and forth, and at my yard, it's sort of concrete, sort of gravel, kind of a mixture, and it's not perfectly even. It's wavy in different parts, so I think that's the width of the magnet roller, with the wheels especially being lower. It kind of bottoms out a little bit in the middle, but honestly, I think it's still a solid piece of a solid tool for my business to try to protect my tires from catching nails and screws and all that. So definitely a thing. Adam, okay, a chain is the best tool. It saved me a ton of times. Man, well, not in the dumpster business, but my snowplow that goes with my Ram 12 that I got. There's been times where the hydraulic system has kind of messed up, and jacking it up, and then the chain literally holding the whole blade, because it's just going to drop, without having the pressure. Being able to hold it up and have it chained to the frame of it has definitely, literally going down the road and crash. And I'm going to be scraping my way all the way home, probably destroy the thing. Using a chain, holding that thing up, dude. It's just, they're well, just about dirt cheap, and you can use them for just about everything. But I'm with you. I don't use it all the time, but when I have used it, save your bacon, man. Saws off for junk removal jobs. Okay, so I was gonna say, I have been able to. I think that's a sawzall. Let me just double check. I know what I'm even saying. I want to make sure I'm not saying something else. Yeah, mine looks a little bit different, but yeah. Inevitably, you got dumpsters or trying to shove stuff into a dump trailer, doing the junk removal stuff. Some things just do not fit, and if you're able to slice and dice and not not try to play Tetris, whether you can actually do it or not, actually being able to just chop stuff off and say, nope, you're done, boom, on to the next job. One tool can save you hundreds, thousands of dollars of the life of the tool. Like, no brainer. Absolutely. Absolutely. Cool. Well, guys, we're over 51 minutes. Seems like it's kind of dropping off a little bit. So, without beating the dead horse, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you for being here with me tonight. I believe next week. What am I doing? Tuesday at 8 o'clock. I think somebody's going to be joining me. And I think it should be a really good conversation. A lot of good feedback back and forth. So be ready for next week, Tuesday at 8 o'clock. With a special guest. You'll find out soon enough. I'll be posting the scheduled stream sometime in between now and maybe Sunday. And you'll see maybe who it is. Click the little button to be notified about it, so that when it does happen on Tuesday, you can be, alerted about it. But I think it'll be pretty helpful. I think it'll be neat to do that. And appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. If you haven't done so yet already, check out the video I just posted earlier today. I don't know. I thought it was it meant a lot to me. That whole night. I'll leave it at that with a little teaser. But have a great night, guys. Have a great night, guys. Be safe. Let's finish out this month strong, man. I'll catch you guys later. See ya.